Good afternoon and welcome to the area's only lifestyle program, PA Live. I'm Chris Bohinski.
And I'm Rachel Malik. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Chris, I'm honestly quite anxious to jump right into the beginning of the show here because we've got a lot to discuss and a lot to share with you, the viewer. So when you think of wildflowers that bloom in Pennsylvania, you might think of bluebells, goldenrod, lilies, maybe coneflowers. But how about orchids? Chris, you've got some insight on a recent discovery that's often overlooked.
Yeah, we're talking orchids today. Now, Pennsylvania is home to nearly 60 species of native wild orchids.
60?
That grow, you know, in the ground, in the wild. They're not the ones you probably are thinking about, the ones that you see at the supermarkets. Yeah. Well, recently, 2 area botanists have made the discovery of a lifetime. But I can't tell you a lot about it, so whatever you see now, this has to be our secret, okay?
Okay, you're in the club now. It's a secret.
This has to be kept confidential.
The first thing I did, of course, was get on the phone to Rick and said, you got to get up there.
Well, I just found Three Birds Orchid. Wow.
To the wild orchid enthusiast, Three Birds Orchid, Triophora trianthorophora, is one of the most sought-after orchids in the entire world because of its immense rarity and scarcity.
This is so out of the box of where this orchid grows.
And 2 botanists in Luzerne County just found the Holy Grail.
And this is amazing, amazing find, amazing population, probably one of the state's northeast largest population.
I won't say it's a miracle, but it's wonderful that they've come back to the same spot for the 3rd year in a row.
Just finding one of these is a botanical lottery. It's Mega Millions to us.
But these tiny, unassuming plants to most
The leaves are smaller than my pinky fingernail.
are a big deal to plant lovers.
They're so fickle that sometimes they'll pop up for a year and not to be seen again for who knows how long.
Botanists and nature lovers actually travel great distances when word gets out of rare discoveries like this.
I know friends that go to Arizona to look for orchids, to Florida. Recently, a friend of mine just went down to southern Maryland, North Carolina to find orchids.
There's a few small ones here. There's one that most likely will open tomorrow.
Although finding this needle in a haystack is possible given the location,
Fortunately, this is on public land, state land, and this is a blessing because private landowners, they have the right to manage their property the way they want to.
right now it must be kept undisclosed while scientists from the Carnegie Museum of Natural History and the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources work to study and preserve this species.
We don't want them to be rare. And so the way we could keep them from not being rare is learning about them, let the right researchers know about this.
Nature is beautiful. NEPA is beautiful. Very pretty. But if you have the inclination of wanting to take something home with you after a hike,
take pictures. You know, pictures are priceless and you can keep them forever in your memory card and in your memory.
Bottom line, get out and just open your eyes.
You can walk down a trail and not only find, 50 species of plants, mosses and liverwort being plants, you can find hundreds of them and they're everywhere.
And who knows, you may even find something rare.
We kind of tease each other, and until we step on it, then we stop each other. So, all right. That's good. I'm eating this up. This is like, because he finds everything. He finds everything. You see it now?
Yep.
Okay.
When you do see it, it's just a gem, it's a treat, it's magical, it's a treasure, and it's the glorious Three Birds Orchid.
Wow, I mean, that's incredible. And I love that you went to this top secret location to be able to share this with us, because I think this is a really unique experience. Not all of us, by design, know where it is to go see it for ourselves. So just like you said, take photos, share it, share the beauty, and talk. What has been the feedback on your end from people receiving this?
I'm more or less an open book for a lot of people, and I think the familiarity people have with me, at the gym, at the grocery store, when I tease this on social media, make sure you watch this. Everyone's like, "Come on, Chris, tell me where it is.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it?" But it's like I promise these botanists. They have worked their entire life to find discoveries like this, and like Rick said, you know, they don't want them to be rare. So if they can do something to preserve it and I can help in that, then, you know, that's what we'll do. But I mean, they know their stuff. As we're walking, it was about a 15-minute hike to like the spot. I mean, brambles, thorns, I'm lugging this tripod, the camera, but every single thing we pass are like, this is this is that, this is that, this is that.
Wow.
And like, and remember, I know them because they're bird watchers. So don't even take the animals out of the equation. Not only can they identify every flying and moving thing around, but every single plant that
What was it like to be in the like nitty gritty with them, like getting your hands dirty a little bit?
You can see all of my scratches from the thorns. Actually, at one point, I dropped, well, it fell out of my cargo short pocket, the microphone.
You gotta get him new buttons for his cargos.
Down, it was actually buttoned, down like the ravine, and thankfully Stan was able to go, and I thought it was a goner, but he was able to retrieve it.
But I mean, imagine having all that equipment. That adds a whole other level. Again, shows the dedication that you wanted to bring this back to us. And now we have this beautiful piece to enjoy. Again, just reminding us how beautiful our area really is. So thank you, Chris.
Do you want to know where it's at?
Of course. You'll tell me in the commercial, won't you, Chris?
Somewhere in Luzerne County. That's all we can say. You stick around at home. More with PA Live when we return.